92103. To Pastor F's and First Lady F's, congratulations from all of us at KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
But we all feel that this concept of ourselves, which we call our personality or our ego, can do something. Because we think it really exists, and I'll tell you why we think it exists. What happens when you, if I were to say to you, now look hard at the television screen, really look at it. What do you do as distinct from just watching it in the ordinary way when you say, now I really got to see that? What do you do? Notice that you tighten muscles all around here, that you frown a little, you clench your teeth perhaps. Now what has that got to do with seeing anything clearly? It has absolutely nothing to do with it. Same thing when you listen carefully. Now listen, catch everything that's said, or you start tightening up around your ears. That has nothing to do with hearing clearly.
Alan Watts.
Got busy.
Nah, he's cooking.
He got busy.
We already at the second hour.
Already?
Yes.
Your show go fast, bro.
Man, because it's good. The voice of reason live on KBLA Talk 1580. My brother, the alpha male of comedy, Ray Grady, has joined after a very successful event this Saturday.
We had fun, bro.
This was exceptional.
We was tired.
Nobody
I talked to you next day. You was tired, I was tired. Go ahead.
Tired. Nobody's ever seen nothing like that.
Nah, not at all.
We changed the game. And apparently we're going to do it again.
Yeah.
September? Listen, if you didn't get your tickets this time around, you truly missed out on something. I think we're going to be chopping up some video edits, right? And shooting them out all over. Yeah. But guess what else is happening?
What up?
The 4th anniversary of KBLA. Juneteenth.
Oh, man, that's the...
Our KBLA Talk 1580 4th anniversary events are fast approaching, and seating at all 4 of our special events is getting tight. Have you registered at our KBLA1580.com website? If not, let me encourage you to stop and do it right now so you don't get left out. All of the events are free. Just understand that. But the seating is limited, right? It's our 4th anniversary, and we want to celebrate it with you, the listeners, our people, our family. Come support it. But you got to go to that website. That's very, very important. Please do that, okay? Again, if you are planning to join us for our 4th anniversary celebration and barbecue on the Juneteenth holiday, we're asking everyone to bring a food gift card or any amount for the victims of the Altadena fire. Grocery store chains or restaurants, we're grateful for whatever you bring to help the families still displaced by those wildfires. So go to our KBLA1580.com website right now and sign up for the events you plan to attend. All of our anniversary events are free, but seating is very limited, and you must register now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me get back to tonight's topic. We got callers on the line, but these questions are so juicy. Could the romantic agony of infidelity or divorce be not a betrayal by your partner, but a brutal mirror revealing your failure to consummate the primal marriage, individuation. Forging conscious union with your own inner saboteur. You was going to sabotage that thing well before they cheated or divorced you. They probably cheated and divorced you because of your inner saboteur. You didn't consummate the union with yourself. You came in broken, and where there's brokenness, there is neediness. And neediness is more addictive than blue magic.
Ooh.
Huh?
That's the drugs.
That's that drug.
That's that drug.
That's that. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We get it over there in Taiwan.
Man, we got folk on the line. I want to talk to you. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic? Who's been on the longest? Attila from Houston, Texas. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
My favorite Tios. What's up?
We are uncles. Man.
Oh, what up with it? What up?
Yeah.
So I have two questions for y'all, actually.
Okay.
I guess two. Okay, so my first one is, how did your last breakup help shape your view of your current self? That's number one. Number two, have you ever used a relationship as a substitute for your inner work, and what were your results?
Damn.
That's a good one.
That's my niece.
Gotcha.
And I don't like the way she's trying to expose me. Is that what she doing? Is that what she up to?
I don't think so. She trying to get to the bottom of it.
She trying to get to the bottom of why I'm a mess.
You know.
No.
I'm talking to Oz right now. You know what I'm saying?
I'll answer and then I'll throw it to Grady.
Okay.
I learned quite a bit about my shadow self in I would say my last 3 relationships. I learned that according to Bowlby's system of attachment, that I was anxious preoccupied. I did not understand it until those last 3. And then I started to get it. Like, the first of the third loved on me, was there for me, had my back. But as anxious preoccupieds do, if we can't chase you, we might not think you're worth it. Do you see? They run from the people who chase them. They become avoidant when they're chasing. But then the other 2 came in and they were avoidance. Do you see? They wouldn't chase. As a matter of fact, they breadcrumbed. And that caused me to chase more. And it took a tremendous amount of internal fortitude to look at myself and realize that I was under the dominion of an attachment wound demon. It was a worthiness wound. And once I started to look in to discover, like, hey, man, you're devaluing yourself by doing this, by trying to make it work, by explaining when no explanation was required, by trying to fix the situation that refuses to even listen. I said, hey, man, you got to stop doing that. This is what I learned about me. And once I realized that I was my biggest saboteur, I cut all that foolishness out. But I had to see it. Sometimes I wanted it so bad, I had to realize, boy, just because you want it doesn't mean it's for you. Like you hear your big mama, right? Just because you want it don't mean you're supposed to have it. What's wrong with you? You ain't supposed to have it. You ain't supposed to have that, son. If you supposed to have it, right? it's going to want you. If it don't want you, that's a lesson you got to learn about how you're mismanaging you. What do you mean? If somebody don't want you, that's a reflection of some aspect of your spirit that you don't want. And I had to see it. I had never seen it before, but I saw it.
You saw it.
And once I saw that damn demon, boy, I started drinking holy water. I started doing the sacraments. I got the good crackers and juice, that communion. I got that Welch's Concord.
Yeah,
Welch's. I got them little Keebler Elf butter crackers. I said, this is high quality Jesus body. I had to, you see,
I got it.
I had to heal.
You had to heal.
I had to start that process. That's a good one. What did you learn?
That's very easy. I learned how to communicate. Because I don't go back and forth with you. I learned that early. Like, listen, I ain't gonna argue with you because you can't beat me up. So let's not even argue, and I'll just leave. I mean, leave the relationship. Like, I'm good. Don't worry about it.
You just bounce like bad chicks.
I just don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
That's it. That's when I tell you don't worry about it, I don't fool with you.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And then I think it showed up because when I was married, I wasn't a talkative dude. I'm an active service dude. So if she don't like something, then I just fix it. I don't say I'm gonna do it. But women like to be sonic moved.
You got dope.
You got talk. And I'm just
something.
like, if you be like, hey, I want to do this, I'm like, cool. But I'm finna do it. I ain't finna say nothing. But if you want to argue, I'll be back. You take it all day.
You the one that's, baby, I'm finna go down to the liquor store and get some bread and never come back.
In the relationship, out of there. I ain't doing none of that. But I think to grow, you should communicate. So yes. I said, this is what I'll do. I'll go ahead and communicate with you. Not trying to win the argument, let you get it off your chest. I don't have nothing on my chest. I'll listen. She might say, what you have to say? Nothing. I ain't got nothing to say. To me, what is it that I would rather do versus what I should do? I'd rather not talk to you about it. I'd rather for you to see it, or what's my spirit? What is my character like? If I'm cool, then why upset me? You already know I'm cool. Don't bring the nonsense to me. Because see, now I'm gonna really be like, oh, okay. Now I'm finna show you what separation looks like.
So you mean like we be having a good time, me and the lady, we having a good time. And in the midst of the good time, you point out a bad time. This ain't the right time to point out a bad time.
Not at all. Not while I'm rubbing your feet and you tell me, look, I had something that you had said. And it's like, all right, well, what happened? When did I say it? Did I say it today? No. You talking about what happened 2 weeks ago? If you ain't bring it up 2 weeks ago, don't bring it in this house today. Ooh. And I mean that. Ooh. So that's me communicating with you. If you ain't got the, you know what I'm talking about?
You know what I'm talking about?
On you got your chest out. You didn't do it when it happened. So don't bring it up.
Right.
Because listen, we all here to love one another. We all here to be with each other.
Okay, yeah.
So knock it off and pass me that remote and let me finish rubbing your feet.
Well, listen here, Mr. Grady, Mr. Comedy Man. I don't feel heard or seen by you at all.
She do.
You're dismissing my feelings, and my feelings matter, and they count, and I don't like it.
Yeah, just like you didn't like eyebrows, but you cut them off. Huh? Just like God gave you beautiful hands, but you put somebody else's nails on there. Huh?
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? You don't like the truth. The truth is, I'm an active server. You said, well, what you going to do? Well, that's all I've been doing in the relationship is doing.
Is serving.
What are you doing? I'm serving you. Knock it off. Watch TV. Put your other foot up here so I can rub the left one. Because when you walk, you got fallen arches. So I got to help you so you won't get plantar fasciitis. Let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to do some calf raises. I'm going to help you. I'm an active service dude. I figured that out. Right. I'm not really with the conversation because I feel like just fix it.
But fix it. Sometimes that's the problem. Women might not like or want
direct
to be fixed. sometimes, and this is what Dr. John Gray, author of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, said. He said, sometimes women just want to be heard. And they don't want us to fix them. Because oftentimes when we try to fix them, they get this sense of claustrophobia. Unless they directly ask, can you help me with this? Sometimes, he said, they're just wanting to be heard. They're just talking, and they want to feel safe with you. Because talking for them, he said, shoots up oxytocin levels.
True.
Right? Just like acknowledgement for men shoots up testosterone. So basically, he said, oftentimes women want their men to be their sounding board, not to correct them. See, we will try to correct women because we don't like them talking. We don't like listening.
So we got to listen to them vent.
So, right.
Okay.
Yes. Sometimes we try to say, how can I, listen, if you don't like the girl, stop talking to her. Huh? You know the girl don't like you. The girl dated your cousin.
It's on the wall.
You remember that? This same girl dated your cousin.
It's on the wall.
You gonna bring that mess in this house?
Oh my goodness. No. And I think that's a good point. I mean, I just feel like when y'all be talking, it don't be like birds chirping. I don't be thinking about nothing. I'm trying to hear you out. But then I'm like, now what's the conclusion?
What we gonna do?
You straight? And then they be like, I mean, you hear anything I said? I heard everything because I'm in it with you. I'm just going to say, fix it immediately.
Well, what if it's, would you like for me to do something?
Now, I've never said that. Now, I'm telling you, I ain't never said that.
What would you like for me to do about this?
Gentlemen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Gentlemen.
Yes. What is your second question? I'm sorry, niece.
No. I've asked the question. I just want to interrupt a little bit as the woman on the phone.
Well, wait.
I can tell
you.
What
don't
like
leave.
to hear.
Don't leave. We got to come forward. Don't leave. I'll tell her from Houston, Texas. My niece is about to cook us up. You know she finna clown.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-729-7070. That's 1-800-729-7070. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-729-7070. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-237-8585. That's 800-237-8585. Again, that's 800-237-8585.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you that we keep us safe. Every girl deserves a chance to shine. That's the belief behind Forgiving for Living, Inc. Since 1999, this organization has been empowering at-risk girls ages 13 to 18, helping them overcome behavioral and mental health challenges. Founder Wendy Gladney's personal journey inspired the mission to give girls hope and purpose through the power of forgiveness. Through their ambassador program, workshops, and annual conference, Forgiving for Living has touched over 3,000 young lives, providing mentoring, life skills, training, and tools for building self-esteem and confidence. You can make a difference. Visit forgivingforliving.org to donate, volunteer, become a mentor, or find help for a young girl in need. Forgiving for Living, Inc., building brighter futures for young girls. Visit forgivingforliving.org today. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Lay your head on my pillow.
You should know, probably this will discourage you for life, but in the Vajrayana tradition, when you really start working closely with a teacher, that teacher becomes the greatest troublemaker in your life. The Trungpa Rinpoche is famous for a quote where he said, the job of the spiritual friend is to insult you. And if you ask why that is so...
We got to run that back.
That was slick.
But again, we don't think that is intimate relationship when in fact it is. Mm-hmm. You hear people say it in a different context. A true friend is going to tell you the truth. A true lover is going to make you face yourself because that's what they're there for. We want our partners to give us the soft life, the easy life. Everything has to be cool. Everything has to be peaceful. And that's not it. You are a fragment of yours. You are 3/5 of a spirit.
Come on, boy.
And you're looking for your other piece to complete you. And that's not what it is. Your partner can't be your familial family multivitamin supplement. Whatever you didn't get at home, they can't supplement that. But that's how we look at intimate relationships. This is not how it's supposed to go. That person is supposed to upset the apple cart in your heart. That's what's supposed to happen.
Are they Honeycrisp or are they Granny Smith apples? What kind of apples? Because if you mess up my Granny Smith apples, it's going to be a real argument in there.
They the Fiji.
Don't you touch these apples.
The Fiji and the yellow.
Hey.
The delicious.
Oh, my goodness. We're going to have a problem. You mess with my pink lady apples, hey, we getting down, Jack.
Oh, my God. Play the rest of that clip. That's fire.
You should know, probably this will discourage you for life, but in the Vajrayana tradition, when you really start working closely with a teacher, that teacher becomes the greatest troublemaker in your life. The Trungpa Rinpoche is famous for a quote where he said, the job of the spiritual friend is to insult you. And if you ask why that is so, it's because in order to become a completely loving person, a flexible person, you have to see where you're hookable. You have to see where your Shempa arises so that you can work with it. So in the Vajrayana tradition, there's actually a whole practice and teaching.
My goodness.
That was deep.
That's heavy.
Yeah, that was deep.
We don't look at our intimate partners as that person.
No.
The disruptor. We need them to smooth it out. Smoothing it out is for those who are running. I know you don't want to hear it put that way, but that's what it is.
Got the track shoes on.
Let's get Atala back in here for her final thought. Atala, get in here.
Okay, so I got a question for Tia Grady.
Here we go.
Come on.
So, would you say you're afraid of vulnerability?
Not at all.
Right.
No, not at all.
So, how do you address vulnerability with your woman when she's trying to confide in you? Kind of like what Unc was describing.
Address her vulnerability or his own?
Yes. Yes.
How do you address your woman's vulnerability?
Well, that's easy.
When she's trying to talk to you.
By listening.
Nice.
Just by listening. That's it. If I want to learn you, all I got to do is just pay attention to you. Right? Because I think I use this, I said this in my comedy shows. I said, when we like you, we really pay attention to you. When we really, really like you. Then I said the other thing about it is, why do you think the serial killers are men? Why do you think majority of them are men? Because they paying attention. They are really watching you. Some people might say stalking, it might, whatever it is, but they're watching your movements. So in a relationship with Grady, I am paying attention to you from the beginning. So that's how I deal with the vulnerability, because we're going to have a good time. I'm going to pay attention to you. I'm just not an arguing dude. I just get to I don't use words like, let me see, I don't know yet. It's either yes or no with Grady.
Wait, stay right there. Atala, stay right there. Hustle from Miami, stay right there. When we come forward, it's going to get even deeper.
Won't you pull back the sheets and lay down? Put your head up above my shoulders. Let me tell you how I wanna feel. You're the girl that knows my pleasure. So let me go down and find my treasure. Let me see where my
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker is celebrating Illinois' 7th straight balanced budget, a $55 billion plan with new taxes on tobacco, vaping, and sports betting.
Unlike the federal government, we are balancing our budget for the benefit of your families, while Trump spends wildly to benefit his family and their Doge Bro friends.
He says it helps working families more than Trump-era federal cuts. 11 people were stabbed Sunday night at the Union Gospel Mission in Salem, Oregon. Police say the victims were taken to Salem Health with various injuries. A male suspect is in custody, but no motive has been released. And Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking trial resumes today in New York. His lawyers continue cross-examining a former assistant under the alias Mia, who says Combs raped and abused her. A man by the name of Enrique Santos is expected to testify next. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
KBLA Talk 1580 congratulates Pastor and Mrs. William Sachs Epps on their retirement from stewardship at the historic Second Baptist Church. Dr. Epps has faithfully served Second Baptist as its senior pastor for 37 years. What a legacy of love and leadership. Pastor and Mrs. Epps will be honored at a luncheon on Saturday, July 26, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Sheraton Universal Hotel in Universal City, and you're invited to attend. Noted scholar Dr. Michael Eric Dyson is the keynote speaker. For ticket information, please contact epsretirement@gmail.com or call 213-399-2103. That's epsretirement@gmail.com or call 213-399-2103. To Pastor Epps and First Lady Epps, congratulations from all of us at KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Worried about eviction? You have rights, and Stay Housed LA can help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between LA County, the City of Los Angeles, and local service providers. From Lancaster to Long Beach, we're here to help you with tenant education workshops, legal clinics, free legal services for eligible tenants, and online resources about tenant protection laws. Don't face eviction alone. Call our hotline at 1-888-694-0040. That's 1-888-694-0040. Or visit stayhousedla.org. Stay Housed LA, keeping Los Angeles residents in their homes. Stay Housed LA, your rights, your home, our community. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Barbecue season is back. Hey, it's Ellen. And this is Sarah Beth. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is that zesty barbecue sauce. I love that it was a little sweet, a little tangy, and with the mac and cheese. I feel like I tasted the brown sugar bacon first. It was the absolute best combination. Pro tip, 3 sandwiches are always better than 1.
Order the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich and our Coca-Cola on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. Zip Intro. Post jobs today, talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Imagine faces of many lovers to ease navigate my feelings tonight. The sky is calm, the stars are bright. What's better than to be in flight? I relax my mind and be at ease, and let this journey set me free. Set me free. And now, hey, to a place that I long for. My heart will be saved. That's evermore. I often wondered how I met. Always searching but not finding a true.
And now comes the final thing. The soul beholds God, but the aim of the mystic is to be one with its beloved. I and the Father are one.
Huh.
I was challenged yesterday as to whether in the Gospels there is such a text. I looked it up, John 10:30. I and the Father are one. This realization. Well, Halaj, the great Sufi mystic, describes the situation this way. Well, I'll begin with Ramakrishna, who says, when you behold God, you are not God. There is a pane of glass between. The soul beholds its object, but the goal is to be one with that. How can we break through? How can we remove that barrier? And then, bang, soul and God. We're beyond pairs of opposites. Halaj says the situation is like that of a moth seeing at night a lantern. And it wants to get to the flame, but the glass keeps it out. And it batters itself all night long. And then goes to its friends in the morning and tells them what a wonderful thing it has just seen. And they say, you don't look the better for it. And this is the condition of the yogi, the ascetic, knocking himself to pieces to get through. Then it goes back the next night, and by luck or device, does break through, and for an instant has achieved its goal. It is the flame. And that instant is an eternal instant beyond time and space. And that is the goal here. So we remove the barrier, and bang. Sahasrara, the serpent, becomes one with the lotus at the crown of the head, the 1,000-petaled lotus. Sahasrara means 1,000-petaled. Here it is. But in the center always are two footprints. These are the footprints of Vishnu that are to be worshipped. Why do we have footprints here? We thought we had broken through. Well, we're still talking. That's why.
Do y'all know who that is?
You sound like he out of breath.
That is the great Joseph Campbell, author of Hero of 1,000 Faces. We don't get Neo, Batman, Spider-Man, anybody. They follow the hero's journey when they write these scripts. And he's talking about individuation. But Jung wasn't the first. So for all you people who say, I don't have to listen to this psychological mumbo jumbo, what if I tell you Jesus was one of the first? Jesus in the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 22 and 23. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, if your eye is one, do you see? Thy whole body shall be full of light. Please understand that light represents consciousness. The eye is the instrument by which we see the world. Many of us do not understand that your body remains dark because you refuse to look in. Let your eye become one. In other words, do not be split. The mask and the shadow. The second verse clarifies, but if thine eye be evil, the whole body shall be full of darkness, shadow. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? Do you see? Let your eyes become one. In other words, individuate into a whole being, not a fractured one. The only light in you is the mask, and it's false light like the moon. It's not the sun. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
The light of God that permeates all things. It is moonlight. The mask.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Let's get my niece back in here to finish her thought. Niece, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
You were asking Grady a question,
Mhm.
and then we're going to go to Hustle after Grady answers.
Mm-hmm. Well, he pretty much answered
Yeah, I
it. He was saying that he doesn't use certain phrases, right? Remind me what those phrases are again.
Might. Let me think about it. I don't know.
Mhm.
We'll see. I'll get back at you. Stuff like that. If it's not yes or no,
Right.
I don't do that because I'm direct.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're also avoiding a vulnerability with that. Might is vulnerable. I don't know is extremely vulnerable. Jack Brazen put in the chat, forgot what he said, will you, like if you're asking a question, will you is extremely vulnerable because you're giving power to someone else to solve a problem. Or in a sense, you're kind of admitting that you don't know what to do. So if you're really open to vulnerability, why not use those terms?
Well, the question was with her. So I'm going to be vulnerable with you, but you got to do your own homework. I'm just saying what I'm going to do. And I think what happens is people try to put how they resolve in conflict on the next person. When I come to the table, I'm just like, look, yes or no. That's it.
Their style is not your style.
All day long.
You have a direct style.
All day.
I'm going to show up. I'm going to be consistent.
That's it.
This is what I'm going to do.
That's it. I don't need to be pimped by what you thinking of will do. I'll get back at you. No, I'll just cut it off. When you ready, because life is when you ready, when you make a decision, you stick to it. So when you put your clothes on, you don't say, I don't know what I'm going to wear today. When you start ironing, when you say, this is what I'm going to eat. Now, you can say, I don't know if I want fast food or I want to cook me some food. That's different. But when you're dealing with a person, I don't let people have me in the when they want.
In the tap dance
There we go.
game.
Yeah, I don't do that. I
In
don't
a
do that.
vulnerable position. I know. I get it. I'm here. I get you. I'm an avoidant. I'm a fearful avoidant. So I understand what you're saying and also know what you're not saying. So that's why I said that. But y'all have a good night.
I love my niece.
Salute.
Niece. Wait, niece. Guess what you just did, child?
Oh, yeah. I brought H-Town in the building.
There we go.
Houston,
That's why I put
Texas
the
is in the
H up,
house.
the
If you want to
horns.
bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. You already know what it is. One of my favorites is on the line. One of my favorites. He's a legend. You may have heard his voice before on previous iterations of the Voice of Reason. When the Voice of Reason was at Dash Radio, this guy called in every night and cooked with the rarest Bobby Flay, Emerald Lagasse, Iron Chef skills. When we come forward, we going to South Beach.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
During this time, it's important for everyone to know your rights. The 4th, 5th, and 6th Amendments in the U.S. Constitution protects every one of us, regardless of immigration status. The 4th Amendment requires a judicial warrant to search your home. The 5th protects your right to remain silent, and the 6th gives you the right to an attorney. Just remember,
No warrant, no key. My privacy. You don't have to speak. No lawyer inside. Don't say a thing. Yeah, we all got rights. Hey, we all got rights.
Lena Bloom for the Bail Project.
Imagine you're stuck in a jail cell and you can't afford bail and someone offers you a way out. Just plead guilty and you can go home and kiss your kids goodnight. What do you do? What thousands have. You plead guilty whether you are or not. Cash bail makes poverty a crime. That's why the Bail Project helps those who can't afford it while fighting to end cash bail. Because freedom should be free.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not
not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PUSH to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PUSH for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PUSH for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Imagine a Los Angeles where everyone can thrive, where communities have access to the resources they need to succeed. That's the vision of Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. They're dedicated to improving life in LA County by providing educational support, employment assistance, and spaces for community engagement. By 2050, they want LA to be the best place to connect, create, learn, live, and play. They're working toward an education system that's well-resourced and culturally responsive, becoming a hub for artists and innovators, and making sure everyone has access to healthy food, quality healthcare, and safe housing. It's about building a future where we all have the chance to succeed. We invite you to learn more about their mission and get involved with Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
The first time I meet with couples, I go with them over 3 fundamental purposes of marriage. I said, look, you want to get married? Let me tell you what marriage is, and then you can tell me if you really want to get married. I said, marriage is designed for the procreation of the human race. Marriage is designed as a solution to our own passions, 1 Corinthians 7. Marriage is also designed to create a sacred friendship, a holy companionship in the journey of this life. I said, so look, you say you want to get married, and then I'll ask the man. I'll say, what would you want me to say to someone? If a couple came, I told them what the 3 purposes of marriage was. But the husband said, well, you know, I had a lot of girlfriends. I want to be married to her, but can I keep the girlfriends on the side? I'd say, brother, if you have to keep the girlfriends on the side, you can't get married, because that's not what marriage is. But then you take it to the 3rd question. I want to get married, but I don't want to have children yet. Well, that's fascinating. So there's 3 purposes of marriage. The other 2 purposes you clearly see. If you can't do them, you shouldn't get married. In this case, you're telling me you don't want to? Okay, I'm going to put off for 5 years until I get a house or until I make some more money. I'm going to put off having children. Well, can this man put off being faithful to one woman for 5 years after he's married? It's a package deal. This is God's definition of marriage. You either take it or you don't, but you're not free to make it up yourself.
Interesting take. Yeah. Marriage is not systematic like that.
Freak me, baby.
It's not. Right? And let me just say, it's not only. Mm-hmm. Because that's the social piece. How we're going to build a relationship, how we're going to work together. What he was talking about. Mm-hmm. And that's fine. But oftentimes we lean on that thinking that is stable enough to carry us into forever. Nah. You got to come in whole.
Talk that.
You understand?
Yeah.
Oh, man, let me get my brother in here.
Deep show today, brother.
Yeah, man, I loved it. But, hey, before I get my brother Hustle from Miami in here, don't forget our KBLA 1584th anniversary events are fast approaching, okay? And seating for all of our special events is getting really tight. Have you registered? That's a big question. At our KBLA1580.com website. If not, let me encourage you to stop and do it right now so you don't get left out. That's important. Our 4th anniversary is on Juneteenth, our 4th anniversary, man. And we want to celebrate it with you, all right? If you are planning to join us for our 4th anniversary celebration and barbecue on the Juneteenth holiday, we're asking everyone to bring a food gift card or any amount for the victims of the Altadena fire, grocery store chain or restaurant. We're grateful for whatever you can bring to help the families still displaced by the wildfires. So go to our KBLA1580.com website right now and sign up for the events you plan to attend. All of our anniversary events are free, but seating is exceedingly limited, and you must register. We thank you, and we appreciate you. All right, let me get my brother in here, one of my favorite callers. Hustle from Miami, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Hey, what's up, brother?
What up, good brother? Long time no hear from.
Yeah, man, it's great to hear y'all brothers tonight, man, and be a part of this entity.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Salute.
sir.
So I passed somebody today, and I saw some darkness in him, right? And I thought to myself, this guy, he has a whole universe going on inside of him. But then I reminded myself, we all got a universe inside of us, right? When we get into these relationships, we're trying to learn an entire universe in a matter of moments.
Okay.
See, I like what Brady said earlier about rinsing out the cup. All right, hold on.
We listening, brother. Where you at? Come on. Did we lose him? Speakerphone, Bluetooth. Take us off speakerphone and Bluetooth, brother, because you was cooking, and I want you to continue with that fire now. Okay. You might have to call back, good brother.
Oh, sorry about that. You still there?
Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. Get back in here, man. Let's keep cooking.
All right. So quick. So Brady's talking about washing out the cup. Right now, you mentioned friction. It's kind of like you going in the bath and not scrubbing.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? In the gym, we call it time under tension. You see? If you go up in the gym with that up and down attitude, you know what I'm saying, you're going to snap something up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when we get into these relationships, man, we got to practice patience. We got to understand we're learning something, and we can't rush that process.
There you go.
That's good stuff.
That's deep.
Hey, man, I love this brother. This is what he does. He calls in and gives us jewels. This is what makes the Voice of Reason unique, man. We appreciate you. Know that, right? And I need to hear from you more often. How about that?
Hey, brother, you know what I mean? The timeline is what it is, so I get in where I fit in.
Hey, guess what you just did, though?
Dade County.
Dade County in the building. We love it.
Felt that one.
Hustle habit, man. Let me give you my final thoughts. Well, no, let me get Ray's first. Ray?
Sure.
What are your final thoughts on today's topic?
What we're all saying is, if you're going to get in a relationship, prepare yourself to deal with yourself and the new person. And he's right. Stop rushing it. You see these women that get on TV, they see the women on TV. They see the women on TV and be like, we can get married in 90 days. Girl, you don't even know how to make cornbread. And you talking about marrying you?
Wow.
A lifetime commitment in 90 days, and I ain't met your mama and them. You ain't met my mama and them. I ain't met your family. You ain't met my family. I don't know how many kids you kept. I'm going to tell you how many kids I got. So, what are we saying? Or what is Grady saying? Shut up and pay attention. I know it's hard to deal with because the tone, but that's the problem. Coaches put people in on NFL team, basketball team, baseball team. What does the coach give you? Tough love. And you deal with it. You know, sportsmanship. Pat each other on the back when you do good. Come in the house. Don't be like, oh, hey, babe. Now, when your girls go, we finna turn up. You looking like, something different when he come home because you finally got him. Now you don't want to keep yourselves up.
Right.
But then you out with your girls, you gorgeous. Wow. That's a problem. And the fellas, pay attention. Like who like you. I'm Red Grady, Instagram at Grady Comedy. Get up out of here.
We love it. The greatest lie modern romance tells is that two halves make a whole. Psychic, listen to this now. Psychics mock this arithmetic, and so do physics. Entropy ensures system decay unless energy feeds them. Jungian individuation presents a radical alternative. Become whole first, or watch love's thermodynamics cannibalize your unmetabolized shadows. Tonight's topic, we tried to posit that marriage functions as a societal heat sink, thermodynamics, for the unindividuated psyche's entropy, a collective delusion where partners trade potential projections like subatomic particles seeking false stability. It's very important that you understand the terminology that I'm using. You build in entropy into your relationships. Relationship thermodynamics, right? The longer something goes on, the more it begins to break down into chaos. Well, that chaos is this unhealed portion of you. The relationship itself can't save you. The relationship can only reflect your homework to you. Listen, I'm Zoe Williams. I'm the voice of reason. And I start conversations like this. It's really up to you to finish them, though. Do you understand? These are the kind of conversations that people need to have. Do you understand? Don't be afraid to engage. I started it, you finish it. I'll be back tomorrow with another slapper. Voice of reason. Deuces.